I wanted to make something that Rihanna might wear. And also we were trying to, this is at the beginning when we were like, it needs to be about contradictions and like, it's not this, but it's also a bit of that. And this was like, all right, she's a good girl gone bad, literally. So it's like that very kind of sweet colour, but in a dirty girl material.
Alexa Chung, you started in television in 2007. You've been 10 years in the public eye as a fashion play influencer, kind of digital phenomenon. Why launch your own clothing line now?
A year or two ago, I was like, I'm now in my 30s and I'm still sort of waiting around for someone to offer me a job all the time, and it felt a bit like maybe I can control that a bit more.
And it was about seizing the narrative.
Yeah, and I'd done various collaborations with people and really enjoyed it, and also people were just asking me about it all the time. I don't think it would have naturally occurred to me.
What did you think about in terms of starting a collection? Were you looking at things that you wanted to wear, or were you looking at a broader kind of...
Obviously when it's yourself, it's difficult to understand whether you have or haven't had an influence. So I'm told that I have, but I don't necessarily feel like that. So now it more comes from my own personal interest, whereas at the beginning, and definitely for collection one, I was interested in sort of exploring or pushing the boundaries a bit more, and yeah, really listening to the team and sort of creating something that was unexpected. Whereas now I'm a bit more like, can we just make a stripy jumper though?
Right.
So I was just at, I was at about 50,000 weddings because everyone else fell in love. And that is one of my most asked questions.
What do you wear to a wedding?
Yeah, people always tweet me being like, I've got a wedding, what happens? I'm like, that's the one I can't do either. It's really
It's sort of
confusing.
negotiating appropriate with fashionability.
And also hopefully getting laid at some point in the evening. So this is your, here it is. You look demure for parents, but also sexy from the back.
I know when I met you back in February when we first looked at the collection, you said it was sort of like an idea of like Lauren Hutton meets Rihanna. You're trying to present something that's like, you know, this is everything that you need to kind of get up and go.
Yeah, I think so. My MD said that it was important that we, offered the entire range. So we have shoes and jewellery and everything from denim to evening wear, blah blah. So it's kind of very wardrobe-y.
What do you want to bring to the fashion industry that isn't there already? Like,
I don't think I identified like a huge gap and I was like, this is what the fashion industry needs. It was just more, I'm just thinking about clothes that I would really like to wear, that I can see on my friends. That, I think when you do collaborations, you have the benefit of piggybacking someone else's production line and it's already a brand in place, and so it's a lot easier. Whereas when it's my own, I had a lot more self-doubt. I love this suit.
Bit of David Bowie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also comfort. You've not got a really. I feel like a woman's trouser is a very difficult thing to get right, especially when it's in a suit.
This one's slightly oversized because it's based on like a vintage men's trouser I found, and then it's it just makes you feel cool wearing this.
Yeah,
I feel cooler.
And in terms of like, you look at our kind of FT reader, there are a lot of professional women looking for kind of solutions. How do you balance that sort of professional need vis-a-vis things that are fun to wear?
We divided the designs into masculine and feminine. So it's like, actually what does a boy wear? And actually what does a girl wear? And what do you wear when you want to feel sexy? Just make that. And what do you wear when you want to feel more breezy and feminine?
And then the other thing I suppose that everyone has always like, quintessentially British.
Yeah.
And then you're half Chinese?
I am, yeah. But I became more aware of my Britishness when I left Britain.
Yeah. Do you think that this collection sort of reflects a lot of those things as well?
I think it must do in some way, because I think London at least is a, a hotbed of, no, I think it, that's why I based the office here, because I wanted to sort of tap into that spirit. And I think humour and wit has been quite important, and hopefully comes through a bit, and just being a bit more, in America they call it quirky.